My dead sister called me at 3 a.m., and she knew something only she could know. Ryan lost his younger sister, Emma, in a car accident 2 years earlier. After the funeral, he kept her old voicemail saved on his phone. He never listened to it, but he couldn't delete it either. Then one night at 3:07 a.m., his phone rang. Unknown number. He almost ignored it. Almost. Then he answered. Hello? Silence. Then breathing. And finally, Ryan? His blood went cold. It was Emma's voice. Exactly Emma's voice. Ryan stood up so fast he knocked over his chair. No, he whispered. No, this isn't funny. But the voice continued. You left me there. Ryan froze. Only he knew what that meant. The night Emma died, they'd argued before she drove away. He ignored her last text message. No one else knew that. You're not Emma, Ryan whispered. The voice laughed softly. Not normal laughter. Too smooth. Too perfect. Like audio copied from somewhere else. Then it said, I found your address. The call ended. Ryan locked every door in the apartment. Then his phone buzzed. A voicemail, recorded 1 minute ago. He played it. It was just breathing. And at the very end, a whisper. I'm outside. Ryan slowly looked toward the living room window. A figure stood across the street, not moving, watching. Then his phone rang again. Same unknown number. He answered immediately. What do you want? The voice replied calmly, to sound more like her. The figure across the street tilted its head unnaturally. Then, through the phone, Ryan heard his own voice speak back to him. Ryan. Perfectly copied. The apartment lights shut off. Complete darkness. Then footsteps. Inside the apartment. Police found Ryan's phone the next morning, still connected to the call. But the apartment was empty. No sign of forced entry. No blood. Nothing. The only strange detail. The voicemail on his phone had changed. Now it contained two voices. Emma's and Ryan's. Every child in my class drew the same man, even though none of them had ever seen him before. Laura taught first grade in a small town in Iowa. One rainy afternoon, she gave her students a simple assignment. Draw someone important to you. Most kids drew parents, pets, friends. But one student, Mia, drew a tall figure standing outside her house. Completely black, no face, just white eyes. Laura crouched beside her desk. Who's this? Mia answered quietly. The man outside my window. Laura assumed it was imagination, until another student turned in the exact same drawing. Then another. Same tall figure, same white eyes, always outside the house, always smiling. Laura felt uneasy. Did you all copy each other? The classroom went silent. Then one boy said, No, he visits all of us. That night, Laura couldn't stop thinking about it, so she called Mia's mother. The woman sounded disturbed immediately. Mia told you about him? Laura hesitated. You know about this? Long silence. Then, she wakes up every night at 2:17 a.m. saying someone is standing outside her window. Laura barely slept that night. At exactly 2:17 a.m., her phone buzzed. A photo message from an unknown number. No text, just an image. A dark figure standing outside a house. White eyes, smiling. Laura's stomach dropped because the house in the photo was hers. She slowly walked to the window and froze. Something was standing in the rain outside, tall, still, watching. Then her phone buzzed again. Another image, this time closer, taken from outside the window, looking in. The police arrived 20 minutes later. Nothing was outside. No footprints, no tracks. The next morning, Laura returned to school. Every drawing was gone, except one. left on her desk. It showed her classroom, all the children sitting normally, except for one figure standing beside her, tall, smiling, white eyes, and written at the bottom in a child's handwriting, "Now he sees you too." Laura quit teaching the same day. At 1 a.m., every phone in town got the same emergency alert, telling us not to look outside. The alert came at exactly 1:03 a.m. Every phone, every TV, every radio station. The message was short. Emergency warning, remain indoors. Do not look outside. Do not respond to voices at your door. At first, people assumed it was a prank. Then the power went out across town. Marcus was home alone when the second alert arrived. If you hear knocking, do not answer. They imitate voices. That's when someone knocked. 3 slow hits against his front door. Marcus laughed nervously, probably teenagers. Then a voice came through the door. "Marcus, it's me," his mother. But his mother lived 3 states away. He backed away slowly. The voice repeated, "Open the door." Same tone, same voice. Perfect. Then his phone buzzed again. Do not trust familiar voices. The knocking stopped. Silence filled the house. Then, a scratching sound from the living room window. Marcus made the mistake of looking. Something stood outside, tall, thin, its face pressed against the glass, smiling too wide, eyes completely white. Then every house on the street lit up at once. People looking outside, people opening doors, screaming. Marcus hid in the bathroom, shaking. Outside, he heard voices all night. Neighbors, friends, family, all begging to be let inside. At sunrise, the town was silent. No cars, no people outside, nothing. The emergency alerts disappeared completely. No records, no explanation. Authorities denied anything had happened. But Marcus remembers one final alert that appeared at 4:44 a.m., one that never appeared on any official report. If they learn your voice, leave immediately. Marcus moved out of town a week later, but sometimes, late at night, his phone vibrates with emergency alerts that vanish seconds later. Always the same warning. Do not look outside. Like, share, and subscribe for more true scary stories, creepy encounters, and disturbing real-life horror stories every week.